Downtown Salt Lake City is a dynamic and diverse community that is the regional center for culture, commerce, and entertainment. There is a buzz in the city. New restaurants open on a weekly basis, performances are held in theaters and on sidewalks. There are concerts in Pioneer Park, art and cultural festivals at Library Square, and parades throughout city streets. Last year, 70,000 employees earned more than $3 billion in a strong office market with record low vacancy rates. Record retail sales topped $800 million, and downtown played host to 226,000 convention delegates who spent $210 million downtown. Downtown is worth billions of dollars. That's billion with a B. It's safe to say downtown is booming. But 25 years ago, when the Downtown Alliance was founded, Salt Lake City was a starkly different place. In 1991, many parts of downtown were blighted. Main Street was struggling, and the city's residential population was decreasing. Where our stunning library now stands, there was a courthouse and jail, and the Utah Jazz still played in a dated arena within the walls of a dated convention center. This is the story of the last 25 years of how downtown went from bust to boom through the eyes of the people who helped build it.
And it's time that we start developing a plan to get us where we want to be in 10, 15, and 20 years.
In 1991, a group of businessmen, John Williams, John Schuman, John Gates, Clyde Heiner, and H. David Burton, became the first trustees of the Downtown Alliance. They recruited Bob Farrington as the original executive director for the startup organization. In the early 1990s, Salt Lake began a transformation. A key project was the construction of an arena on South Temple and 300 West. Truly a community gathering place. Concerts, circuses, rodeos, and of course, Utah Jazz basketball provided hundreds of ways for people to come together. Downtown prides itself on diverse interests in collaborating for the greater good. In this case, the public and private sectors worked together to get the arena project off the ground.
To me, it's clearly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity because it's going to be a facility that'll be a community resource that we can all be proud of.
To build here was an opportunity to rebuild some of the area of downtown, to keep the Jazz here and have them be a contributor to the economy of not just Salt Lake, but the state, and it's a gathering place. It's a place that people feel like they're a part of, and that's very rewarding to us. We were grateful to be able to do that.
Another one of downtown's great community gathering spaces, which opened in 1993, is the Gala Center. Salt Lake residents enjoy concerts and ice skating and hundreds of other events throughout the year.
I was lucky enough to be the general manager of the Marriott City Center that's attached to Gallivan Plaza during the 2002 Winter Olympics. One of the things that it created for not just that hotel but for downtown was a real central gathering place. People need places to see other people, and that is one of the things that Gallivan Plaza has created for our downtown that really, again, is a unique asset.
Once the Jazz moved into the Delta Center, the Salt Palace was reimagined. The idea was to devote the space to attract conventions and trade shows where people would come to our community and insert money into our economy.
We've been able to bring people here, they've seen it, they've experienced it firsthand, and then they've come back. And they've fallen in love with the city. They've moved their companies here, they've moved their families here, or they've come back time and time again to be here for meetings and for leisure travel.
The Olympics wouldn't happen until 2002, but preparations and laying the groundwork began much earlier. Unlike other cities who have hosted the games, our community kept an eye to future benefits when building venues and infrastructure. One of those signature projects was the initial tracks line centered on downtown. It provided the backbone for a transportation system that would eventually connect the entire Wasatch Front to downtown Salt Lake City.
Because of the investment in Trax Light Rail, Front Runner Commuter Rail, we've been able to connect this region and, importantly, connect downtown not just to the major population sources, but all the incredible venues downtown.
Visitors from around the world descended downtown during the 2002 Olympic Winter Games.
This was Utah's time to show its competency to the rest of the world. We showed others how good we are, but mostly I think we gained a lot of confidence ourselves. We were able to see that we could host a world event and do it in a way that put us on the map.
In the past, many commercial projects were built with a singular use in mind: a retail mall, offices, or apartments. The Gateway was one of the first to utilize the concept of mixed use, where entertainment, retail, office space, and residential options are included in the same development. This concept was brought to Salt Lake City by Ken Gardner and Roger Boyer of the Boyer Company.
Well, we tried to do with the Gateway a connection to downtown. We tried to make it so that it had a multi-use. There was entertainment and museums, and then a lot of shops and housing.
While the Gateway created a new anchor on the west side of downtown, two of the city's most important blocks, directly south of Temple Square, languish with outdated interior malls. In 2006, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints announced plans to reimagine these two malls, creating City Creek, an award-winning transit-oriented development that has changed Salt Lake City's trajectory and strengthened our urban core.
City Creek was the impetus, in my judgment, for a lot of secondary investment downtown. And what it's done for the greater downtown is magnificent.
In addition to providing jobs, exciting new retail opportunities, and redefined urban high-rise living, City Creek's impact spread throughout the city. A tidal wave of confidence resulted in development on adjacent blocks almost immediately, leading to a new influx of office building and new residents to the urban core.
We had found in Salt Lake City a community that embraces business as a positive component of the fabric of the whole state and city. We have investors coming here wanting to do business in Salt Lake City. We've got something to offer in terms of value, in terms of stability, in terms of opportunity that is not available many other places in America.
Companies began relocating downtown from other parts of the valley and from other cities to take advantage.
The vitality of traffic on the street. This is not a sleepy, small city. Salt Lake City is a major secondary city with a lot going on, and people are recognizing that more and more.
At the end of the workday, this new generation doesn't pack up and head home. They stay downtown for experiences unique to an urban core. Jazz basketball games, symphony, and ballet performances are one of the dozen events and festivals held each year. And if all of those activities make you hungry, downtown's dining and nightlife scene rivals cities twice our size.
Incredible restaurants. Most of them are based right here in the city. I'd feel good to put Salt Lake against 98% of the other towns in the country with our good food.
Following in the pioneering footsteps of Tom Guinea, John Williams, and Tom Sieg of gastronomy, Peter Cole and Jeff Polychronis opened Squatter's Brewery in 1989 in an old hotel on the wrong side of West Temple. It's hard to believe today, but their combination of locally brewed ale and pub fare seemed revolutionary when the Downtown Alliance was launched. Other entrepreneurs like Tony Caputo paved the way for a food and dining culture to take off on the west side.
What we have now is a real authentic community who expresses themselves through food. There's a sense of place and authenticity created by a vibrant local restaurant scene that is intrinsic to who we are.
So what is next for downtown? The Eccles Theater opens in the fall, next to Newmont University and adjacent to the 111 Main office tower, built with state-of-the-art techniques to create a seamless transition between lobby and sidewalk. Downtown will continue to innovate, to impress, and to host. There are new residential opportunities opening each day, and more people living and working in downtown. New hotels, restaurants, and offices being planned and built. And where will downtown grow in the next 25 years?
Downtown ends up being an engine of economic growth for our entire region. And it's the identity. No matter where you are in Utah, the gateway is Salt Lake City and downtown. As an economist, I'm a big proponent of a strong regional center that sets the stage for the economic growth and development that happens region-wide.
We have this great university. We have this wonderful arts. We have this incredible library that kind of represents our intellectual achievement here. We have a very vibrant, united way to take care of the less fortunate. We have all of these things in our downtown, and we have great shopping and great entertainment. And just think, we're going to have Broadway Theater. Downtown is a great place, It's remarkable, really.
I hope that what has gone on the last 10 or 15 years will accelerate, and that we will have a clean, safe, vibrant community downtown to display our city and our people in a magnificent way.
But I think the fact that there are so many people interested in downtown, seeing it as a vital component not only for Salt Lake City but for the whole state of Utah and frankly Western United States, that I'm encouraged. I'm just enthused about the involvement and participation so many people have right here.
I have a unique love affair with downtown. I have not only the responsibility to be part of the economic life cycle of downtown, but culturally I have the ability to interact and be part of a community that has a sense of place unlike nothing else I've ever seen.
People, through their creative energy, sense of community, love of art, and entrepreneurial spirit, have helped build this downtown. As the Downtown Alliance celebrates our silver anniversary, this video celebrates the people and partnerships that have helped to change the face of our evolving urban center over the past quarter of a century. A city is a system of buildings, sidewalks, streets and parking structures, steel and glass, cement, trees and light posts. But downtown's most important element is, and always will be, its people.